The following program is hosted by immature, irreverent, obnoxious, and often disgusting young men. Listener discretion is advised.
This time on Nude Clan, the return of After Dark. God damn it. Fuck! Fucking volume button.
What? I can't hear you. How do you hand something from one player to another?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Nude Clan, the video game podcast with a fucking bullshit Kindle Fire that restarts itself and has the audacity to pull up the app I was in before, but not have the same volume level. So when I press the volume button, I accidentally bump the Nude Clan outro in the middle of doing the intro. I'm your host, Caleb.
I'm your host, Jacob. It's like a revolving door of hosts that just disappear.
I'm your host from the East Coast, A4 Extreme.
And if we know anything about the East Coast, is their thrash is trash. So we'll see.
I agree.
Guys, this is the After Dark segment of Nude Clan. We love ourselves some After Dark. We once had a whole show, quote unquote, dedicated to the After Dark, but now it's been relegated to a segment. Well, for a long time it was a segment, and now arguably it is once again a full-fledged show. So very exciting news.
Yes.
The unfortunate part about the fact that our one host has left us, Zach, is that he was the guy that did the questions, and now he's gone, so now I have to do the fucking questions. And I don't like being the guy that does the questions.
And we should open up the phone line.
We should. 385-204-3921 is the number if you guys want to call into the show. Please feel more than free to do so.
Right now.
We are here, and we are ready for your questions. And queer, naturally. Let me see if I can find this thing. After Dark.
Don't forget to ask questions for this segment on the Discord.
All right. Would you rather fuck the M&M, but he had the yellow M&M, but he has a vagina, or the green M&M, but has a penis? A4, you take this one away.
Very clearly the green M&M with a penis, because, I mean, look, the yellow M&M, I don't want to say he's like retarded, but he's close, and I don't feel comfortable taking advantage of that. Also, I watch a lot of like anime stuff, so the idea of Futanari, even if it's the green M&M, it's more palatable to me. So yeah,
the Futanari is more palatable than having sex with the retard. I'm gonna stick with the retard on this one, people. Even though they can't consent, I'm still going.
Well, they also can't say no, right?
And you take their disability check on the way out.
Hell yeah. Checkmate. Oh, man. Dude.
And you can't rape the willing, so...
That's a real question. Yellow M&M, but it has a vagina. Or the green M&M, but she has a penis.
I like the attitude of this question. It's very me.
Yeah. It's weird.
I might be so narcissistic.
Yeah. Shit. I you know what? Let's go yellow. Yeah, I don't mind yellow. At least it's a vagina. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fuck me
It's an
harder,
M&M.
Schwartz.
Yeah. Can you just please just don't say anything, like, please? Oh man, and then I'd
look at me in the eyes.
Come on, Schweiss, fuck me harder.
That's
puts the chocolate on the skin.
Oh man,
the milky chocolate, not the dark chocolate, the milky chocolate.
Yeah.
I knew you were a milk chocolate man, Schweiss, with peanuts even.
Yeah, with nuts for sure.
No, that's a lot of nuts.
Oh, I have that. Hold on.
That's a lot of nuts.
Yes, there we go. The crunch.
Man, there's a lot of like arguments in here. You fucking people, get out of here with your bullshit political nonsense in our After Dark questions area.
Yeah.
All right, Joe Zilla. Joe, past host, past future. Point Break.
Present days of past future.
Yes. Volume 2. Point Break versus True Lies versus Face Off. What's the best 90s action movie? And if you haven't seen Point Break yet, what the fuck is wrong with you?
It's not Point Break, though.
I haven't seen Point Break.
Okay.
I haven't seen any of those, so I'm just going to say Demolition Man.
Demolition Man.
You haven't seen Face Off?
Nope. Sadly, no.
Oh, wow.
Dude, there's a lot of movies I haven't seen. You're going to find that out very quickly. But yeah, it's Demolition Man for sure.
It's not. It's
Face Off.
Demolition Man's got everything. It's got action. It's got humor. It's got almost naked Sandra Bullock.
That's good. I've never been a Bullock fan, so let's.
Neither have I, dude. But she's super cute in that movie. Also, it predicted what we're living through right now.
And then if we're gonna go with that, we could make the best of both worlds because we're gonna go Point Break here. Is Keanu Reeves? So why isn't Speed in this category? Joe? He's got both Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves.
Speed is pretty awesome.
So it's not Point Break. It's Face Off and
True Lies is pretty awesome.
True Lies is fantastic.
Fangrass Black Dude does bring up a good point. It's probably T2, but whatever.
Oh yeah, it's if we're talking Terminator, it's Terminator 2 in this one. That's still the greatest action movie of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just going from one fantastic scene to another. Like, oh man.
Out of those three,
and yes,
though,
Alphabet has become Skynet.
I don't know, man. Face Off is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I think I would give it to Face Off, possibly over T2, just for the ridiculousness of it. What? But as far as like actual good movie, I don't know. But that wasn't the question. Terminator 2 wasn't in there. But it is 90s action movie.
Yeah.
But like, is Terminator 2 at 90s enough though? I mean, I guess it is pretty up there. Not as ridiculous
picks
though.
Up a fucking chain gun and starts shooting it out of the third story window. Wait, was it out of the third story?
Does it matter?
No, it doesn't. He picks up a fucking chain gun and just unloads while holding the thing.
That's true.
And then going like 120 on the highway in the motorcycle. So
honestly, if True Lies, there was a scene where he was like going to have a horse jump like across rooftops. If he would have done that, I think that would actually be pretty competitive in this contest.
Yeah.
You remember that in the very beginning of the movie where
Yes.
like he like walks the horse up to the edge and then like backs it up like he's going to do it?
Yeah.
If they would have done it, then it'd be pretty fucking close.
Oh yeah, shout outs to the horse scene in John Wick 3. That is fantastic. John Wick should be up. Yeah, I know it's not 90s action, but I just want to point that out.
It's basically
the entire John Wick trilogy.
Playing on it though.
Oh man. Yeah.
All right, we got another one here from Joe. What do you think about van life or lifestyles akin to that?
They're for women.
Those
Those kind of women who want to live in a tiny house.
Tiny homes, kind of same thing.
Yes.
on that last house on the left.
Last tiny home.
I see nothing wrong with it. It lets you get out, explore nature, not get all wrapped up, stuck in the house all day, and being on social media. So I can see the appeal there.
Yeah, it's an interesting idea. I don't think I would ever do it just because I have a family. and a real
You've
house.
gone too far now.
But if I had neither a real house nor a family, I guess maybe I would consider living in a van. The cool thing about doing that, I mean, the way Joe did it was pretty cool, where he had to go to the gym to actually take a shower. Otherwise, he wouldn't get clean. So, like, he
Appealing.
lived. I don't know. It sounds pretty appealing if you want to get into shape. I mean, what better
Let
way?
your body eat itself alive.
Yeah. Well,
But yeah, being able to go across Middle America, be able to stay at a couple places, you don't have to worry about a motel or anything like that with expenses. You could stay as long as you want in that area.
yeah. The one
true.
thing we thought about doing, well, Joe has the idea of making like a van or a studio.
Are we gonna spray paint the windows and write free candy on the side of the van? Jesus.
No, getting the whole like mobile recording studio thing. I really like that idea. Just so we could do like a cross country, Nude Clan episode or Ultima episode where we're just like meeting up with people as we drive and do like a big road trip. I think that's a really cool idea.
Who is gonna disclose their location to the clan?
I know plenty of people's addresses. I mean,
Emphasis on the word clan.
yeah. And if we get into their archives, we can find even more. So, yeah,
I'm
no,
sure the
seriously,
Mormons
though.
have a way better genealogy tree of records, but, neither near nor there.
Than the KKK. I mean,
Yes.
it's certainly a more inclusive set of records. But no, I mean, I think
Because even the
something like
Mormons
that.
won't take the blacks.
Oh my God,
At least some KK members.
jeez, dude, no, it's like I don't know. I don't know if I could ever do it.
Not full time, no.
Yeah, Nah, it's an interesting
Not enough
idea.
creature comforts for my taste, to be honest.
Yeah, no internet.
It'd be cool to do
like-
for like a weekend, but
I do it for
which
a
is
month
essentially
to-
what con life is. But yeah,
Yeah. I do it for a couple months, so it'd be a one-time trip around the entire United States, but not like a lifestyle for 5-10 years kind of an ordeal. No.
Yeah, I think it'd be
Not
a
too
little
much of
much.
a body for that.
Yeah, I don't know. I just I have a I wouldn't want to find a way to make that work like financially because I don't know if it can unless you have no expenses whatsoever.
You like to live in the exiled lands on your computer screen, but not in the exiled lands in real life.
Yeah, well, I just mean like I have a job and I want to keep it because I make money there.
But you wouldn't need to have to worry about your mortgage payment anymore. 'Cause
Well,
you'd
yeah,
just be
but
living in the van.
I would still have to eat. I mean, you'd still have
live
to
in
pay
a
for
van
gas.
down by the river.
Yeah, you'd have to. All of those things would have to be done. You have to still consume food. I don't know. I don't know how you would do
roadkill
that.
on the side of the...
Yeah, well, I mean, you can budget Crinitol, but
I think he's
how
trying
do
to
you
type the
budget?
word bucket, but he can't do it.
How do you? I think he is actually. I was gonna say, how do you budget nothing? I wouldn't be. It's not a budgetary.
If the irrigation in the van isn't that good, then yes, you will eventually need to use the bucket.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a cool idea, but it would never work for me. All right, so if anyone wants to call in, it's 385-204-3921. You can call in and join Nude Clan After Dark. And, oh, man.
I would like to see how this works with me already on Skype.
Yeah, I wonder how it will work. I don't even know if it
If
will.
you get kicked out, you get kicked out.
We'll see. I assume Skype is fucking. What's the word?
Inclusive?
No, I was gonna say I assume Skype is
Two-way?
no fucking what's the word for sophisticated. I assume Skype is sophisticated enough now that it could handle more than one person on a call, but then again, it is owned by Microsoft, so who knows.
You gotta purchase the license, bro.
All right, I guess we do have two more brand new ones in the Discord channel. Grilled cheese or peanut butter and jelly?
Grilled cheese.
Peanut butter and jelly, if only because I've never been a big grilled cheese guy.
Grilled cheese for sure, dude. I love cheese.
I love cheese too, and I probably like grilled cheese
Synthetic?
now in my adult age, but I was always a PB&J guy, so I'm just going to go with that.
And the key is you don't just do a regular grilled cheese sandwich. In order for the grilled cheese to just melt perfectly the right way, you don't use butter, you use mayonnaise.
God, no.
Yeah.
Dude, mayo...
I'm not a big fan of mayo except for when it comes to grilled cheese sandwiches.
That's a very strange thing to say.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I've never tried it, though, so I guess I can't say that, but it doesn't sound...
And most peanut butter is not that good. I like Adam's peanut butter, but all the basic brand names, ugh.
I've really
Jif
gotten into, like, crunchy peanut butter as well. I like it, yeah. I like my food to be gibbed. It's like the orange juice. I like the fucking...
Pulp?
Horribly pulpy orange juice, yeah.
Do you mean jibbed?
No. Gibbed. I like them to take the peanuts and just shoot them, and then the chunks that fly off or what I eat.
Yeah, jibs. I thought that was pronounced jibs. Like, this is a GIF thing that I don't want to get into.
Oh, Jesus.
Jib? No, I've always said gib.
By the way, Jake, you said GIF. I think you meant GIF peanut butter.
Yeah, apparently.
Choosy moms choose GIF.
I think you're right. Yeah, dude.
Apparently people don't know how to pronunciate shit.
Apparently so. Yeah, dude, I love myself some grilled cheese, though. I've always have. That's one of the hard things about, like, doing, like, low-carb dieting. You just can't have any fucking bread. Can't have any of that.
Oh, God.
And then you find
Like,
out
bread
that...
in itself is good.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And the problem is tortilla shells have just the same amount as bread. So you literally have to make half of your Mexican dishes without tortilla shells. It's horrible. So that just takes out quesadillas right then and there. Chicken fajitas end up you just eat out of the fucking pan after you cook it.
It's quesadilla. If we're going to mispronounce everything here, we're going to do it right.
Yeah, I'd like 6,000 chicken vaginas.
Yeah. What the fuck is that word Jake is saying that should be tortilla? Yeah, man. This is the gas leak podcast where we can't speak anymore because there's a fucking leak in the house.
Mountains. Yeah.
All right, so we got another one here. If no one would find out and you're home alone with the dog, peanut butter on your balls.
I don't know. Your dog's very aggressive.
Yeah. No, he's not aggressive at all. He's just very needy. So, yeah, I guess. I know. I guess the answer is yes. No, I'm just... Ah, man.
Yeah, no. The answer's no.
No.
Wait, what was the question?
It was, the question was if no one would find out and you're home alone with the dog, peanut butter on your balls.
No, fuck no. God.
Yeah, it's...
I'm a furry. I'm not a degenerate. Jesus Christ.
There's a difference.
I don't know. They got fur, man.
No,
They got
like,
fur.
in all seriousness, the idea of being sexually active with my dog in any capacity disgusts me to a primal level. Fuck
I think
that
that's
shit.
how it's supposed to be. Yeah, I think it's about right.
Yeah, despite all the jokes, I'm actually not a furry. So, no, that would be weird. I'm not going to do that.
You know, the only people that would say that would be furries that were
Yes.
not comfortable in their own flesh.
They're reformed.
I'm definitely
furries.
not comfortable in my own fur, but, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. Well, shit. Anybody got
The
anything
fur
else?
isn't, but the flesh is willing.
If anyone wants to call in, I know Angry Ass Black Dude said work is boring, so if he can duck out of work long enough to call us,
Yeah. Or just
take a
type
break.
type in a question, then you could do that.
that works too.
Open chat questions. Send them.
Well, I do have to take a pizza out of the oven in a minute, so
No, we can't let that stop us. I want to see your room in there fill up with smoke before you pull away. Just so enthralled.
I'm in the attic. It'll take a while.
Is it really the attic?
Yeah, it's Daddy's attic. Instead of my mom's basement, I live in Daddy's attic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude.
Moving on up in the world. I see.
Literally.
Yeah.
Moving on up to the east side.
Fuck, man, I don't have any like stories. I mean, I guess I have another Costco tale. I went into a Costco again for the first time in like years. And the whole time I was in there, I was just being a little cunt about every little thing. Like, oh, look at all these people walking around thinking they're getting a good deal. You're getting fucked. You're getting fucked. Oh, and yeah, you're
Everybody's
getting
fucked. You're like the Oprah of getting fucked.
Yeah. Yeah.
As you yourself were shopping there.
And it was hilarious because I was like, man, sure is an interesting idea for a store. Get ripped off, or no, stand in line for 3 hours to get ripped off on things. Because the fucking lines are always like ridiculous in that goddamn place. Always. It's like, man, no self-checkouts. Everyone's a prick about the card. Everyone's got to be like, oh, where's your card? Where's your fucking card? And I was like, I don't have a card, but I'm meeting someone in here that does have a card. They don't like that answer, though. They don't like it at all. I did see regular eggs, though, which I know was my big beef with Costco in the past. I saw normal eggs, but you know what? That ship has sailed. It's too long. It's been too long. It's over. The eggs have betrayed me once, and I'll never go back. That's why it's a Sam's Club. It's a Sam's Club kind of house around here. Although
so you're just going to go to another place that rips you off. Okay.
No, they're good.
How are they better?
They don't have cage-free eggs. That's how.
So ignore the prices. Ignore the other things that you buy, wholesale. It's the eggs.
It is.
That's the whole beef.
It's all... No. That's the whole chicken.
Oh. Aha.
Yeah.
Touche, my friend.
Indeed. Well, shoot. I got like 8 days out from having another kid, so that's pretty exciting. It's not really after dark material per se, but
yeah,
I don't know. It's pretty exciting. I'm gonna take like 5 weeks off. Gonna do good amount of sleep, gaming, all the stuff, and should be pretty fun. But guys, leave us voicemails. Leave us your questions on the Discord channel. The Discord can be found in our show Twitter account and in my personal Twitter account. Those are at Nude Clan Podcast and at UFF Podcast, respectively. And 385-204-3921. That's where you can call in and get your questions answered live, if we're still live, or after the fact, if we're not.
Yes.
So we get a little voicemail system set up there so you guys can leave your shit there. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's been like it's been a weird year
so far.
Yeah, already.
Yeah. I would have a lot of things to talk about, but not really podcast things. So,
yeah.
Just trying to get all those Resident Evil games beat and keep on trying to work on the backlog. There's so many PS4 games I still haven't touched. It just takes so much time. And then, when you have all the other things you got to do throughout the day, it just...
Yeah. There's what do you got PS2 or PS4 like number 2 at this point, right?
It might be number 1 now.
Really? Over PS2?
Yeah.
Damn, dude. That's crazy. Number 1, huh? It is pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
I still think it's probably my number 2. But it's a good ways above the number 3. Which is probably PS3. Maybe. I don't know. PS1, PS3, those are kind of around the same. Yeah, the best PlayStation is what we're going off.
It just depends on what type of game you end up getting into, because if you're a huge RPG person, that PS1 ranking can be a hell of a lot higher because nothing else really holds up besides Metal Gear Solid. All the other PS1 games that aren't an RPG are not aging very, very well. But
hey, man, Siphon Filter aged like a fine wine. That taser's still amazing.
The taser's still amazing, but that's about it. And although PS3 does not have good RPGs on it, there's like Ni no Kuni. And then a couple Western RPGs, we're kind of getting to that end. But there's a lot of really sleeper hits on PS3 that aren't 10 out of 10 games, but they're like 7 out of 10s, 8 out of 10s. There's the Bullet Storms. You guys ended up playing, what was it? goes along with Bayonetta. What was the other one?
You talking
Craig won't ever shut the fuck up about
Vanquished?
it. Yeah, Vanquished.
Yeah.
There's stuff like that that's low-key under the radar. Resonance of Fate. Stuff like that, yeah, I just don't count PS3 all the way out, but it is between PS3 and PS1 that's in last place now.
Yeah, for sure. Those two are bottoms. But fuck, yeah, I don't know. PS4 is pretty good, man. PS4 is really up there.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think the PS2 still got the leg up. Yeah, I remember the PlayStation Home thing. Creditol are talking about PlayStation Home in the chat. It was really weird. You remember that, where they had like the virtual world?
Yeah.
It didn't need to exist.
Yeah, it's almost like they could have had if they had VR, like it would have made more sense on the PS4, just because we had the VR thing and you could like walk around and like do.
Yeah, it's like I wasn't sure what its purpose was supposed to be.
It served its purpose until people could actually finish development cycles for the PS3 because of the cell architecture. It just served as a gigantic advertisement. Be like, hey, look, on the movie theater inside a PlayStation Home, they're showing off advertisements for FF13 every 5 minutes inside of the theater because, we're going to wait another 2 years before it comes out.
Yeah, that is what it did. It was like you would walk around and there'd be like big screens like showing you trailers for games, and I'm like, what am I doing right now?
And despite it being a whole huge hub for PlayStation people, the pool hall or the bowling was always full to begin with. So you never could get into the game unless you're sitting there waiting for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It was weird.
I think it would make more sense as a VR game now than it did back then on PS3. Like, honestly.
For sure. That was a weird era for PlayStation where they had like the folding at home thing, and they had PlayStation Home and just like a lot of extraneous shit that completely never went anywhere.
Yeah. A lot of stuff that like died in that gen.
Yeah.
We were talking best PlayStations though, between the
it's definitely PS2 for sure.
Yeah.
That thing is insane.
Yeah.
PS4 is a close second. PS4 is a really solid console. I love that thing a lot. But PS2, just the amount of quality games that didn't have a bunch of the extra bullshit that we have nowadays with like DLC or not having like a finished game or day one patches. That just gives PS2 the leg up, and just the fact that you could have completed games with a ton of like, a complete game with a ton of unlockables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Time Splitters 2 or some shit. I don't know.
Time Splitters
Ratchet
2
and Clank.
ran better on GameCube. What are you talking about?
No, but I mean the fact that it had like
I know.
all
It's
those
a complete
all those
game.
characters would be like DLC nowadays. That's what I
Right.
mean.
Right. Fair point. There's Red Faction 2. But what would be platformer shooters? Yes, we're gonna go straight to Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Daxter, Sly Cooper. Each of those trilogies. There's 9 games right there, and
Yeah, for real. And they're all
That's-
good.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna Jack 3.
Jack 3's a great
Well, I was
game.
never a Jack and Daxter guy, but
No,
like
that's
I'll
why
admit
it's
that those
third
games
place.
are halfway decent anyway.
yeah.
But like, even not factoring that out, like all the multi-platform shit, you have a ton of good stuff on the PS2. It was a really good era.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was so good they brought Resi 4, and that was supposed to just be GameCube.
Well, yeah, that whole dude,
Downgrade.
the Capcom 5, as it was called, was going to be a bunch of like GameCube exclusive Capcom games, and out of all of them, only PN3 was a GameCube exclusive. They took Resident Evil 4, Beautiful Joe 2, or no, Beautiful Joe, I'm sorry, and Killer 7, and they all got ported to PS2 at some point.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, it's like they were basically it's like the big rift between Nintendo and Square like happened with Capcom or Nintendo
Well,
and
the
No,
PS2
it
was
wasn't
such a
Capcom.
profitable machine because
Yeah.
people were buying them up because they could double as a DVD player. It was like an
Yeah.
insanely cheap DVD player that could also play a lot of really good fucking games. It wasn't as powerful as the Xbox or the GameCube, but like,
Yeah.
damn, if it didn't have a good ass library.
And that was back in the day when, like, if you had something that was even mildly profitable, it would become a video game. Like, you'd just have, like, Chef's Table, video game. Like, Hell's Kitchen, video game. You bet your ass it's a video game. Like, any
just the
mildly
time.
successful...
Oh, you mean the license shit? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
dude. Any mildly successful anything could become a fucking video game on the PS2.
And even some
It's
of those
amazing.
are halfway decent. Like, I mean, it's not PlayStation, but the fucking Riddick game on Xbox is awesome.
Oh, it's it is a god.
Or it was
tier
awesome
game.
at the time, I should say.
Yeah, I played it not too long ago when it was the PS3 HD thing when it came with what was it? I'm trying to remember what was the second one? Dark Athena.
I don't
Something like
know.
that, right?
It's the same team that would go on to make the
Escape from
Wolfenstein
Butcher-
games that
yeah.
came out recently.
Sunbury Studios was fantastic with Escape from Butcher Bay. It was great.
Oh wait, some Starbreeze, right?
Yeah, Starbreeze,
Okay. Maybe
yeah.
I have my shit mixed up. Whatever.
No worries. But yeah, that was a great fucking game.
Yeah,
was a
Pimp
good
My,
tie-in,
Pimp
but-
My Ride,
but if
like
we're talking-
all
oh,
that
Jesus,
shit.
fucking
Anything
fuck
you could
you.
ever want.
Jesus Christ, no.
50 Cent,
50 Cent Bulletproof,
Bulletproof, yeah, man.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Ninja.
Exactly.
Zombie
See?
Ninja Pro-Am. Yeah.
Anything you
Jesus.
could possibly want, and it's there. It's all there. And it's stuff you don't even want.
and all those awesome
all there,
tie-in
too.
movie games and
Yes.
CS
PS2
Crime
also has the greatest game
Investigation.
ever made, which is Outrun 2006 Coast to Coast.
Oh yes, but all that transferred over to the Wii too. So how was Wii not a top console?
Nah.
All that tie-in shit just came right over onto the Wii as well.
It was more than tie-in shit. It was like, yo, you got a Flash game? We'll put that shit on a Wii disc. It'll sell like hotcakes.
Yeah.
You want to play Chicken Shoot?
Yeah.
You want to play Ninja Bread Man, motherfucker?
Hey, let's not forget all the Cabela games on PS2.
Hell
so it
yeah.
wasn't just the Wii.
Got some Dangerous Hunts. You got some fucking Big Game Hunter. Hell yeah, man. That was great.
I'm talking about some bad games. You're like, oh yeah, Dirge of Cerberus is like the worst Final Fantasy, and it's
That's
still
on the
god tier
PS2?
compared to any Cabela's game.
That's on the PS2. I don't know, man. I had fun with those Cabela games. I straight up
Fuck
beat
you,
one of
no.
them.
It was horrible.
Spent like 20 hours in that
Damn
thing.
it, dude.
There was this.
Playable.
Also, for as much as I shit on as much as I shit on Final, excuse me, Rick and Morty. As much as I shit on Final Fantasy X for being weird with the voice acting and the design, PS2 had some of the best Final Fantasies of all time. 12 and 10 are both great fucking games.
Yeah.
11 doesn't count because it's an MMO, but whatever.
Yeah, it's a
fucking-
multi-platform thing.
And even if we're going to talk about game series that don't exist, Dragon Quest 8 is on
8,
PS2,
yep.
and people love that one. So there you go. Or people claim to love that one. But
Yeah,
no one's played it.
Yeah, no one's played it. What are you talking about?
Yeah. There's that. And then Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3. Like, come on.
Shadow
Oh
of the
my god,
Colossus.
yeah. Metal Gear Solid 3 is one of the best games ever made.
Grand Theft Auto
And
3.
Resident Evil 4. Again, it doesn't run as good as the GameCube version, but it's on there. You can play it.
and
It's on iPhone too, so you're gonna make that fucking argument. Have you seen the iPhone port of RE4?
If mobile games don't fucking count for anything, all right? Yeah, you can play BioShock on the iPhone, but if you do that, you're officially not a person and you don't deserve rights. So there's that.
But yeah, Shadow of the Colossus. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ico.
yeah.
Ico. These are great games.
yeah, everyone should.
Katamari Damacy. I'm just
No.
looking over at my shelf now.
No.
Katamari Damacy, all the Fatal Frame games that matter. Fucking Burnout 3 and Burnout Revenge. Good Christ, what a good library.
Go play the PS4 Blue Point remake thing of Shadow of the Colossus. Good lord.
I need to, yeah, because I have the PS3 remake
Yeah.
with the one that came with Eco, but I know that one's not as good.
Not as good. There's still frame rate
It's basically
choppiness.
the same as the PS2 one.
No, I heard
remember.
from people who are like really into Shadow of the Colossus that the PS3 version's not great, but the PS4 version's good, and it was free on PlayStation Plus, so I have it.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
We're talking a solid 60 FPS, so Wander actually runs smooth when climbing up things. You don't get the
Right.
4K image. It's either like 4K 30 or 1080p 60.
Oh,
But if you
okay.
get your PS5,
People suck.
it's going to be 4K 60.
People suck that generation's dick for a reason because it was a really good generation. So if we're talking about best PlayStation, it's easily PS2.
Yeah, Jake was saying he put the PS4 up above it.
Like I
Maybe-
like my
maybe in
PS4, but damn,
hindsight,
it's just
I
all this,
went a
it's
little
all this
too bit
modern
with that.
shit like patches and stuff where it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't have this installed. We can't play Call of Duty right now.
It's so
where it's like-
impure. Yeah, it's the
Well,
modern
first of all,
era.
we're talking about
is
Call of
just-
Duty, period. That's.
But I mean, even Final Fantasy 15, so many changes. So day one patch was massive. Like they
Final
don't
Fantasy
make them
15
like they
at launch
did.
versus Final Fantasy 15 now are two completely different fucking games.
Yeah,
well,
and
then I need to get around to playing it.
yeah, but it's
Party
like that would have
copy.
never happened on the PS2. The PS2, Final Fantasy 10 came out, and it was just Final Fantasy 10. It was what
I
it
have
was.
a PS2 copy of Crazy Taxi, and they'll never be able to patch out the Offspring and Bad Religion music that's in that fucking game.
Yeah,
Religion.
it's
I
there
have that
forever.
forever. Fuck you.
Exactly, and yeah, man, Final Fantasy 12. It was
Licensed
what it
music
was.
is important.
Came out, and now it's done. Like it's
The best Final Fantasy.
yeah. There you go. It's like I don't know, man. There's something about it that's just lost now, and even the PS3 started losing it too. And I know that's just I know things are better, because of that. And
it's the same thing with like movies where it's like the Silver Age where like, yeah, it's not as good as the Golden Age because it's not new, but like it doesn't have all the fucking bullshit that we have to deal with now.
Yeah, that's true. It's not quite the. It's like
movies are technically better now, but they're also CG abominations that all feel the exact same. Whereas, like, you watch a movie from the '80s and it's like, oh, this is the best shit ever.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of that way. Like, technically, it's easier to do things, but like, it also there's a cost to that ease, and that cost is people don't have to release a game that functions right away. They can patch it in slowly over time.
Yep.
For lack of a better word, sameness.
Yeah.
You don't believe how many open world games I have yet to play that are in my backlog.
Yeah.
Whereas there's a lot of games
like even
on the PS2 that
fucking
just
fighting
feel
games have to be
fucking different.
Fighting games have open world shit now. And it's like, no, I just want to go to the character select screen and go up the fucking ladder and be done.
Yeah.
But instead you're gonna, what was it? Like, it was one of the Dragon Ball games, right? Is an open world like Kakarot or something
Kakarot?
like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? It's a fucking fighting game.
Well, no, that one's more of an adventure game, but whatever.
Okay. Everything has to have this open world 80-hour RPG thing. And don't get me wrong, I like that occasionally, but I kind of can only handle that so much, and then the rest go into the backlog. Like, I enjoyed Fallout 3 in New Vegas when it came out, but now ahead of me, I'm like, okay, yeah, I got all these like Watch Dogs, and I'm going to have to burn 200 hours in The Witcher 3, and I still haven't gotten around to Skyrim, and then everyone's saying, oh, go do Oblivion. And then now Cyberpunk is out, and it's, oh, God.
Yeah, it's just a lot.
There's a lot of copycat stuff in the current age, whereas at PS2, it came out right after the cusp of like the Dreamcast and this really, really good age of experimentation with video games where we were just kind of getting used to making stuff in 3D. Like there was stuff that was janky in the PS1 age, but the PS2, they were like finally starting to get good at making that stuff. So you had a lot of really weird experimentation on the PS2 alone, with like Fatal Frame being a horror game where you take pictures of like ghosts with a camera, or Mr. Mosquito where you are literally a fucking mosquito where you suck people's blood, or Katamari Damacy where you just roll shit up with like a weird gravity ball.
Man,
and that's just the game.
I forgot about Mr. Mosquito. That game was awesome.
Fatal Frame 1 aged horribly, I might add. I played it last year.
I played it like a decade ago. It was fine.
Camera and the angles and 2 and 3 are much better. But
I'm sure they are. I want to get Fatal Frame 2, but it's hard to find. But yeah, like just fucking.
You're better off just going on PSN under the PS3 and.
I think I have it on PSN actually. I think I have it on my PS3.
Yeah.
But no, just like so much fucking experimentation in the PS2 era, like stuff that like not everything felt the exact same. Even the shooters in the PS2 all felt kind of different depending on what company you were playing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Black is way different than Dark Watch.
Yeah, that's
Black
true.
is way different than Dark Watch, which is way different than Time Splitters 2, which is way different than like
Time Splitters needs to come back.
Mercenaries, I don't fucking know.
Already mentioned Red Faction 2.
Yeah, that's
there
true. Yeah, everything has become more streamlined with like
which is good, but it also leads to a lot of sameness. Whereas like there's some janky games on PS2 that I love, despite the fact that they feel kind of weird.
Yeah.
Minority Report. Have you played that?
I have not.
Oh,
no.
That's the jank.
Yeah,
the jank, man. There's ragdoll physics.
There's a sequel to Brave Fencer Musashi on the PS2 called Musashi Samurai Legend. It's not a great game, but man, does it look fucking cool.
Yeah.
So like,
well, even what was the Square Enix one? Full Metal Alchemist had a game on PS2 that was horrible but cool looking.
I think they had 2.
Yeah. They were not good, but they were unique.
Yeah.
And even late in its life cycle, PS2 had some really good games like Persona 4 and fucking Odin Sphere.
Oh, I know Odin Sphere. I don't know about this Persona of which you speak.
Yeah. It's like Dragon Quest, but good. Fucking...
Not from what I've seen.
I'm joking. Fuck you.
I've seen some of those earlier Persona games, and I'm like,
Earlier? There's only 5.
Yeah, but 1 and 2 came out on the PS1.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? There's no Persona 1 and 2. Persona started with Persona 3 FES.
According to Twitter, apparently.
Yeah. It's and then they made a
Persona
spin-off
fans are
series called
almost as
Shin
fucking-
Megami Tensei.
Persona fans on Twitter are just as fucking toxic as FF fans. I swear
Oh, I
to
agree.
God.
I agree completely.
That's sad.
It's bad.
It's funny because you say that about the FF fans, but if it's 15, they love it, man. On Twitter, it's like everyone loves.
And that's
15.
where I'm the contrarian, because I'll even flat out say that 13 is better than 15. And I guess I'm in the minority for that one, because everyone likes to suck off 15, and it's ridiculous.
No.
They don't like
just
to
no
suck
one.
off 15. They like to suck off Ignis and Noctis
Yeah.
and Prompto and
Like,
Gladiolus. The whole fucking
Ignis
crew.
is
Why not?
somehow, awesome.
I-
And the only
15 is-
redeemable thing is Arden.
15 is better than 13, though. That's the only problem.
It is.
In what regard?
The story's better. The characters are
Characters
not
not
as
better.
annoying.
Yeah, Noctis has a personality, unlike Lightning.
Yeah.
So does Saj, but okay. I
I love
think
Saj, don't get me
it's
wrong.
It's a wash on story and characters. The designs are both
No.
equally trash because it's fucking the same color swap.
Bad guys way
Musics
better.
are parallel. The only difference is the combats, and that's where 13 takes the edge.
Yeah, but I think the bad guy's way better than 15. I think he might be the best bad guy in the whole series.
Because he exists.
It's pretty close. Yeah.
He's third.
Behind who? Kefka and Sephiroth?
Sephiroth and Caius.
Yeah, Gaius is pretty good.
I think Caius. Arden is a poor man's Caius,
I don't know, man. Arden's pretty legit, but
but Caius did
I like
it before.
Arden. Someday I'll get around to playing episode Arden.
Yeah.
yeah.
My
Shit.
my 15 copies up. So as soon as you get done with UFF, I'm gonna have to borrow that.
I'm done.
Okay. You got 100% trophies?
No, but
Oh,
I don't really care.
You got to rail him on Twitter. He's got
You
to
have
get
the platinum
every
for that, though, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
But those are not missable. The two that I have left. The Comrades ones are missable.
If you don't get on it now,
Well, the version of Comrades that I need 15 for, those ones aren't missable because it's all offline once you delete patches. So that's going to be fun, quote unquote.
are you gonna do that in solo play? Oof.
You can do it.
I've done the Ifrit fight, yeah, when I did it by myself.
All
but
of it's doable solo. You get the AI characters, remember?
yeah,
I don't know how useful they'll be. It's probably not much,
they're
but
not that useful.
But there's a certain way to build your character that you can knock out all those trophies.
Oh, yeah.
It's completely offline.
I did it.
With
I have
solo.
okay. Yeah, that's what I ended up having to do, basically near the end.
Yeah.
I just didn't know.
That's for the regular Comrades, not the standalone. Yeah, so that'll be fun. Not really, but it'll be a thing.
It's Comrades. How could it be fun?
Yeah, commie bastard.
I'm gonna be the talk of the town, and once again, I can't wait. I haven't been the talk of the town for like 2 years now.
Yeah. Don't
You're the
forget-
talk of the town with all those kilowatt hours.
Yep.
Yeah, love that power.
And don't forget the glitch where you become blackface.
Yeah, you negate. It's weird.
I wanna work in that line from Back to the Future Part 2 where they're like, the bones don't work on water unless you have power, but I can't fucking think of. I never played Comrades. So.
It's not
It
great.
does look like water because another glitch I encountered did not load in the floor, so it's all reflective.
Yeah, you had serious problems with that game.
Yeah.
And I
What do you
had
call
the
what
thing.
Caleb Craig has?
It is the Craig syndrome. Did he touch your PS4? Did you look at it, or
Not that I'm aware. of.
maybe he was in a party chat with you too many times, too many
I
times.
did load one of his PS4 games in my PS4 Pro.
That's
Death
enough.
Stranding.
That's enough to do it.
That might be enough.
Sabotaged.
It's like a virus.
Yeah.
It's his stand, MC Hammer.
Yeah. Well, shit. I think that's it for After Dark, guys. I don't have anything else. Do you guys have anything else you want to bring up?
Honey Pop 2 tomorrow? Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's gonna be sweet. I still need to play the first one all the way through, but
You really do. It's a good game.
it is really fun.
You didn't 100% everything, bro.
No,
It doesn't take that long to 100% that
It
game.
doesn't.
I did it in like 12, 13 hours. So
I did, and I would like the Steam achievements, but I went uncensored, so I had a different
Yeah,
version.
exactly. You got to go on.
You can get the uncensored version on Steam. You just have to download a patch, which is unfortunate, but you can do it.
I've gone too far. I'm done. So, and that was
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah, I'd like to play the second one. Those are fun. The first game was really fun. So
Second one's shaping up to be pretty good. At least a lot of the girls I like from the spin-off Honeycam Studio are in Honey Pop 2.
nice.
There's like a black girl who identifies sexually as a robot, and there's a Hawaiian chick, and there's a big titty MILF, and they're all in Honey Pop 2. So.
The Hawaiian chick should identify sexually as a pizza. That'd be pretty good. Be like super contrarian.
You don't put
again,
pineapples
there's
on pizza. What the fuck is wrong with you people?
And again, the fact that the fact that the Arab girl is a TSA agent in this game is just like
like, wow.
There's even a trans girl in this one, and you can choose whether or not she's got a penis or a vagina. It's like very progressive for how much those people hate these games.
Yeah.
So good for him.
It's like that article we talked about on last week's episode. It's just thinly veiled.
Yes.
It's just an
Veiled
excuse.
misogyny.
Yeah. That's fucking good. I'm excited for it though. I think it's. Hopefully, you think they're gonna have like uncensored version like on Steam immediately? Or
Steam has very much let up on that. Like when Honey Pop came out in 2015, Steam was very like anti that stuff, but they've since let up in recent years.
Okay.
So if it's not fully uncensored when you buy it, I'm sure there'll be a patch. But again, the first game, you can just go to the discussions board on Steam. The developer has pinned a fucking thread that's telling you where to get the uncensored patch for the first game. So it's like not a problem.
Yeah, he wants you to play it the right way. He's like, no.
Yeah, but like
this is art.
There's other games I have on Steam that are fully uncensored at this point. So I'm sure it'll be uncensored when you buy it.
That's good.
Yeah.
Censorship is for the birds and the
only
commies.
place that's actually going to be censored is GOG, which is weird because GOG used to be like the big dick. Hey, come here if you want DRM free all this bullshit because we're the guys that made The Witcher and Cyberpunk. But then like they back down on that for some reason. It's weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. They were a little late to the party, and now they're like, oh shit, this isn't cool anymore.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Well, excited to play it.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do a review. We'll throw something up for you guys.
I'm sure by next month, me and Zach will have beaten it. I don't know about you, but
yeah, I'll probably pick it up.
Good.
Shit, man. Thank you guys so much for hanging out for this episode of Nude Clan. You know where to follow us. You know where to sub to us. You know where to give your goddamn hard-earned dollars.
Yes.
And please go to those places.
OnlyFans. Oh, wait.
That's right.
No, you guys have a Patreon? Okay.
Onlygrands.com/Nude Clan Podcast.
That's right.
See Schweiss's elderly cock flaccid.
Unlocked for
Bald spot
$1.99.
not included with subscription.
Yeah, that's only with the premium.
The asterisk.
The premium.
They got to hire you as an
Subscription.
escort to see your bald spot.
It's getting bad. It's sad, guys. It's really sad. Like, why? Why me?
Please
man?
give us money on Patreon so Schweiss can afford Nair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To kill it all. Because I just can't. I can't
Get
be.
the skullet once and for all. I meant hair plugs. I thought Nair was like a hair growth.
No,
thing.
Nair is the thing that gets
Nair is
rid of it.
Oh, God.
It's the opposite.
I've
Wait,
never had
no,
these problems.
no.
I don't know this shit. I had one chest hair.
Put
and my
on
girlfriend
Nair.
plucked
Put
it
on
out.
Nair, Schweiss. It'll do you good.
She
Don't
plucked
tell
out
him.
your chest hair?
I had a single chest hair and she plucked it out. The bitch.
That's
You're no longer a man now.
No, you can tell by my voice.
Yeah, that's true.
I
can make it sound
all
even
it
worse.
takes, ladies and gentlemen, is one day for Caleb to be nice to me. Then maybe I might donate a lock of my hair.
Yeah.
Just maybe.
Locks for love.
It's me, Trans A4. Hi, I'm a girl now. Do you want to fuck me? I'd fuck me.
I fuck me so hard. I do the old reach around. They call me Neil Druckmann.
Don't make me suck your dick!
All right, guys. Till next time, as always. The voice and the nude.
Cock held high. Blah, blah, blah.
What you got, Jake? What you got?
I got nothing. Keep it super and keep it sexy.
God,
We're
that's
bringing it back.
Oh my God! Don't say that. Don't say that.
No!